Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Learning Key. I'm Anna, and I'm so happy you've joined me today. This is the place where we learn English together in a simple, practical way, step by step. Today, we're going to talk about something very powerful, daily habits that can improve your English speaking. Many learners believe that improving English requires long hours of studying grammar or memorizing difficult vocabulary. But the truth is, fluency is often built through small habits that you practice every single day. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever studied English for months or even years, but when it comes to speaking, you still feel uncomfortable or slow? Maybe you understand English when you read or listen, but when it's time to speak, you pause, search for words, and feel unsure. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. This is a very common experience for language learners. The good news is that improving your speaking skills does not require complicated methods. What really makes a difference is daily practice. When you create simple English habits and repeat them every day, your brain slowly becomes more comfortable with the language. Speaking becomes more natural, faster, and more confident. Think of it like exercising your body. If you go to the gym once a month for 3 hours, it won't help very much. But if you exercise for 15 or 20 minutes every day, your body becomes stronger over time. Learning English works in a very similar way. Small daily habits build strong language skills. Today, I'm going to share 10 simple habits that can improve your English speaking. These habits are practical, easy to follow, and you can start using them today. Even if you practice for just a few minutes each day, you will begin to see real progress over time. The first habit is talking to yourself in English. This may sound a little strange at first, but it is one of the most powerful ways to practice speaking. When you talk to yourself, you remove the pressure of speaking in front of other people. You can speak slowly, make mistakes, and take your time to form sentences. For example, when you wake up in the morning, you can describe your day in English. You might say, "Today I will go to work. After work, I will study English for 30 minutes. In the evening, I will cook dinner and relax." These simple sentences train your brain to organize thoughts in English. You can also describe what you are doing during the day. While cooking, you might say, "I am cutting vegetables. I am heating the pan. Now I am adding salt." While walking outside, you might say, "The weather is nice today. The sky is clear. There are many people in the park." This type of self-talk helps your brain connect daily life with English words and sentences. The second habit is naming objects around you. Look around your room or your environment and say the names of things in English. For example, table, chair, window, computer, phone, door, bottle, bag. This may seem very simple, but it strengthens your vocabulary in a natural way. You can make this activity more interesting by describing the objects. Instead of just saying chair, you can say, "This chair is brown. It is made of wood. It is comfortable." By doing this, you practice both vocabulary and sentence structure at the same time. If you see something and you don't know the English word, that's actually a great opportunity to learn. Look up the word, repeat it several times, and try to use it in a sentence. When you connect the word with a real object, it becomes easier to remember. The third habit is thinking in English during small daily moments. Throughout the day, your brain is constantly thinking. Usually, those thoughts happen in your native language, but you can train your brain to slowly switch some of those thoughts into English. For example, when you check the time, you can think, "It's 3 o'clock." When you feel hungry, you can think, "I want to eat something." When you plan your next activity, you might think, "After this, I will go to the store." These small moments happen many times during the day, and there are perfect opportunities to practice thinking in English. The fourth habit is reading out loud. Many learners read silently, but reading out loud is extremely helpful for speaking. When you read aloud, your mouth and brain practice forming English sounds and sentences together. This builds fluency and confidence. You can read a short article, a story, or even a few paragraphs from a book. Don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. The goal is simply to get comfortable speaking English sentences. Over time, your pronunciation and rhythm will improve naturally. The fifth habit is repeating sentences from English audio. When you listen to English podcasts, videos, or conversations, try pausing the audio and repeating what you hear. This technique is sometimes called shadowing. For example, if someone says, "I'm going to the store later," pause the audio and repeat the same sentence. Try to copy the pronunciation, rhythm, and tone. This practice helps you sound more natural when you speak English. It also trains your brain to produce sentences more quickly because you are practicing the same patterns used by native speakers. Even repeating just a few sentences every day can make a big difference over time. The sixth habit is keeping a short English journal. Writing may seem different from speaking, but it actually helps speaking a lot. When you write sentences, your brain practices organizing ideas in English. Each day, write 2 or 3 simple sentences about your day. For example, today I worked in the morning. In the afternoon, I studied English. In the evening, I watched a movie. These short entries train your brain to build sentences quickly. Later, you can read your journal entries out loud. This turns writing practice into speaking practice. It's a simple way to strengthen both skills. The seventh habit is making small decisions in English. Throughout the day, you make many decisions: what to eat, where to go, what to do next. Instead of thinking about these decisions in your native language, try to think about them in English. For example, you might think, should I drink coffee or tea? I think I'll drink tea. Or, what should I watch tonight? Maybe I'll watch a comedy movie. By practicing these small internal conversations, you train your brain to respond in English more naturally. The eighth habit is surrounding yourself with English. Your environment plays a big role in language learning. If your phone, apps, music, and videos are mostly in your native language, your brain doesn't get enough exposure to English. Try changing your phone language to English. Follow English-speaking creators. Listen to English podcasts while walking or traveling. Watch short videos in English every day. The more English your brain hears, the more familiar the language becomes. The ninth habit is practicing short imaginary conversations. Even if you don't have someone to practice with, you can still simulate conversations in your mind. Imagine simple situations like ordering food, asking for directions, or meeting someone new. For example, you might imagine this conversation. "Hello, how are you?" "I'm good, thank you. How about you?" "I'm doing well. What are you doing today?" "Today, I'm studying English and meeting a friend." Practicing these imaginary dialogues prepares you for real conversations in the future. The 10th habit is reviewing and repeating what you learn. Repetition is one of the most important parts of learning a language. If you learn a word once and never use it again, you will probably forget it. But if you repeat and use the word several times, it becomes part of your active vocabulary. When you learn a new word or phrase, try to use it in a sentence the same day. Repeat it several times during the week. The more you use English actively, the faster your brain remembers it. When you combine these 10 habits and practice them regularly, something interesting begins to happen. Your brain slowly becomes more comfortable with English. Sentences appear faster in your mind. Speaking feels less stressful. Conversations become easier to follow and participate in. Remember, fluency is not built in a single day. It grows gradually through daily effort. Even if you practice English for just 15 or 20 minutes each day, Those minutes add up over time. After weeks and months of consistent practice, the improvement becomes very noticeable. Also remember that mistakes are normal part of learning. Every language learner makes mistakes, and even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. Instead of worrying about being perfect, focus on communicating your ideas clearly. Confidence grows with practice. Learning English is a journey, and every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. By building simple daily habits, you make English a natural part of your life rather than something you only study occasionally. So, start small. Choose a few of these habits and practice them every day. Talk to yourself, think in English, read out loud, repeat sentences, and write short journal entries. Over time, these simple actions will transform your speaking ability. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me today. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Your English will improve step by step. I'll see you in the next episode of English Learning Key.